Hey guys, it's Shauna and I am doing a layout today for you. It's a layout of my daughter at the lake, and here's a look at some of the supplies. Got a bunch of enamel dots and puffy heart type stickers here. And also have a few flare that I pulled out, and this little wood veneer that I don't end up using, some clips, and then some washi and some large sequins. Then I pulled out some Freckled Fawn chipboard hearts and a couple packs of thickers, which I end up just using the one. This is the photo that I'm working on, my daughter. I like to use this watercolor paper that I buy from Walmart. It comes in pad form by a 9x12 from Canson. This is what I use when I want to do some Mr. Huey backgrounds. Then I have this vellum that I really want to use the top part, maybe one of those. And these are the Mr. Hueys that I'm using. It's like a navy and a dark pink color. And then this Technique Tuesday stamp. Some Pebbles side papers from the 6x6 paper pad. I really like the colors in this line, it's cute. And then one 12x12 from Pink Paisley. So here we go. Just gonna get started. Shaking the mists. I haven't done one of these layout videos in a long time, so I hope it's not too awful. So I'm just going to do some circles, or try. Here is where I goof up, and the navy thing falls right off, but I keep going because it actually worked without it as well. So I'm going to make some more sloppy circles. I love the look of this. And then I will do some droplets as well. Picking that up. Made a big mess, but it kind of works out in the end and gets mostly covered up anyway, so I just kept it. Some more dots or droplets, whatever you want to call them. I was going to start cutting into the paper and things here, I believe, but I'm going to try that mist first with the paper towel roll. It's really, that blue mist really made a mess. If it would look better the other way, but I liked it how it was, so I just left it there. That's probably where I'm going to use a picture. Oh, here's where I was going to start cutting, but then I decided that I needed to use that cute little Technique Tuesday hearts border. So I love my VersaFine. Sorry, I'm a little quiet in spots. So there's the stamping. Now I am probably going to start cutting into papers here, especially the vellum that I want to layer on the bottom. Or pretty close to the bottom. That's a really pretty vellum from Webster's Pages. I forget the line name, but it's one of like a summer oceany type layout. It's really pretty. Just fidgeting a little. So now I'm going to cut into the pink paisley. This is a pretty paper. I like the combination of the blues and pinks and yellows. I actually need a better video setup. I've been scrapbooking around my tripod, which does not work very well. This is me hand cutting some paper. I love the little wavy type thing. I use that a lot. I've used it for years actually. A little mess up there. So I'm going to see how this looks behind. Not trying to cover up the hearts. I'm going to grab my 6x6 papers and cut them together now. So I want them about the same size. I don't want to put too thick. And then I am going to do the little wavy cut again with my X-Acto knife. And of course it didn't cut the whole way through, so I have to come back and do that again. Now I'm just going to layer these behind and towards the bottom. So I think I like the look. Probably going to go ahead and glue these down here in a minute. With my big huge ATG. That's another thing, I want to get some smaller adhesive for when I'm filming because it's so big and obnoxious and takes up the whole screen. So I'm going to put all these background pieces down. Sometimes it doesn't go back down like you want it after you lay it out, but this one turned out pretty well the same. And that pretty vellum down. I love that. And then of course the photo, the most important part. Daughter at American Lake in Washington. I just love this photo. She's like a little fish. She was always in the water. So now I'm going to look and see what kind of thickers I want to use. The pink ones ended up not having the actual letters that I needed, so after looking through those, I ended up using the gold. So, of course, it took me a second to look. Pretty much out of A's and E's in that one. So, on to the gold. So, I'm going to put the title in, and it's called At the Lake. And it takes me a bit here to get the title down. I kind of staggered it very little. These are, I believe, actually I have no idea what lines thickers match up with, but they're like a cream color with a gold line down the center of the letters. For some reason I want to say they were from the Pebbles Jen Hadfield line, but I could be totally wrong. There was a black set too, but I didn't pick those up. So I'm going to show the letters slowly. Maybe I should have fast forwarded this part. There's my title. Now I'm going to mess with the washi tape. I'm just going to take a strip and put it across the top of the photo. I just wanted to add like a little more navy blue. And now kind of trying to see where I want to put my sequins and then the flare. So I'm working in clusters of 3 there. And that one flare is hard to see. It's like a little yellow wave type pattern. And then the camera. And then the one that says "Here Comes the Sun." So I like to use these mini glue dots for my sequins and flare. So this will take just a minute to get to all these. And some of the flare have foam on them already, but it's not sticky any longer because I might have put it on a layout already and changed my mind or something like that. But like the small flat flare like that came from 2Ps, I kind of stick 2 glue dots really close on the edge of the flare where you can't see it, but it'll still stick down. So I know people have other tricks, but that's my trick. It works really well, and it keeps it really stuck down. So that's what I'm doing right here with this last one. And I'm off camera, of course, you can't really see. Move that out of the way. And going to see if I wanted to use that wood veneer, but I don't, because I already had a camera flare on there. So I'm going to get into the Dear Lizzie clips and try to use one of the gold ones that says "Lovely." And it actually worked pretty well right there. And I'm going to add some little enamel hearts because I thought I needed to add more pink to the layout. And I needed to add some things to my little clusters. Then I'm taking these freckled fawn glitter hearts. These are so pretty. I got the stars too, but I just love the gold and silver and pink colors. So I'm checking out how this looks. I must have moved it like 100 times before I figured out where to put it. And I wanted to have some more gold hearts there too. Really pretty and sparkly. So I actually wanted to add a little staple to the heart, to the frame tape heart. So I used my tiny attacher. I think I'm kind of just looking at it to see if I want to add anything else. And I decide that I want to put the date on with my really inky stamp there. And this is from this year, from July 4th. We went voting with friends. So I put that up there, and of course I'm off camera a little bit, but you'll get to see it in the end layout, share. And I'll also put it on my blog. So there it is, my little at the lake layout.